Hey, what's up guys, and welcome into this video where I'm gonna show you how to layer tech house drums. So before starting with this video, I would like to let you know that we are only gonna use samples from our pack Roomba, which is a Latin tech house collection of one-shots, loops, midis, construction kits, and much more that you can check out from the link in the description below. So as you can see, we already have kind of a starting template with all of the various channels that we're gonna cover, in particular kick, claps, adds and percussions. So let's start with the kick drum. We are just gonna add a really basic MIDI track and we're gonna create a 4-bar loop. So as for the kick, we have a top and let's call it a main kick drum. So let's go through the samples and see what we got. So this sounds good as a main kick. Let's see for the top. This one has a nice attack. Obviously we're gonna cut the very low frequencies here. And we're gonna leave only the click of the kick drum. And on the main kick we're gonna remove the top frequencies. So yeah, basically this is how they sound combined. Now as for the clap, we are once again gonna create a MIDI channel with the classic clap pattern. So as you can see, we have center, left, right and snare channel. So obviously the center will be like a really simple mono clap, while the left we're gonna load a clap and pan it to the left. Same thing for the right, and then we're gonna also add the snare to add a bit of character to the clap section. So let's start with the center clap. So we can create something like this, making sure that it's in mono. So we're gonna load the utility and click on mono. Now let's copy the same MIDI and go into the left channel and let's select a different sample. Maybe something like this. Here we want to make sure that this is in mono as well, so it's gonna be completely to the left when we pan it. And we're gonna do the same for the right channel, except that we're gonna pan it to the right. So here you can choose to have the same clap or two different claps. The only thing that you want to make sure is that you actually have the same level for both of the clap. Otherwise the left channel may sound louder than the right or vice versa. So always make sure that the two channels have the same level. And the last thing is gonna be the snare channel. So let's see for some snares. So here we want to cover the mid-low frequencies, so we're gonna actually cut the really top and also the very low. Okay, and that's all for the clap section. Now as for the hi-hats, we have the main open hi-hat, so we're gonna create the pattern here in the MIDI section and we're gonna look for an open hi-hat. We have a shaker section, which can also become a closed hi-hat section, depending on the track. So something like this maybe. So here I think the open hi-hat is a bit too long, so we're gonna shorten the sample. And then we have an audio track for some loops. So here in Roomba we have 20 hat loops. We're just gonna pick one of them. So let's start with this one, for example. And the final group here is the percussion section. So here we have an audio track for the loops and a MIDI channel if you want to write your own percussions. So we're gonna start with a loop. Let's pick this one, for example. And we can also add some percussion by ourselves. So let's go in the drum one shots and percussion. So I'm not really sure about this open hi-hat. Let's see if we have some other sounds. So yeah, basically this is the starting point for your drum layering. Obviously you can add much more processing like EQ, saturation and much more, but this video is only focused on the creative process. So basically that's all for this tutorial. Don't forget to check out Roomba from the link in the description below. Also let us know what tutorials would you like to see next, and I'll see you soon. Bye!